Yeah. There we go. Come on, baby. Oh. You know, I love Best Buy. I love coming to Best Buy because I like to kind of keep up on what's going on with games, especially what's going on with technology. You know, there's so much happening in technology these days. I like to, you know, kind of keep up, because if you don't keep up, if you kind of stand still, then you lose weeks or months of keeping up, and all of a sudden you're lost and rolled over. Now we're with the disciples on the road to Emmaus from Jerusalem after the horrible experience they had in Jerusalem, the death of Jesus and all of the destruction of their lives of hope and all their dreams that they had. Yesterday I asked you to think of a place of Jerusalem in your life, a place of loss, a place of tragedy, a place of divorce, death of a close friend or a parent, a time when you were disoriented, a time when you were just at a loss. I also asked you to spend some time thinking about an Emmaus, a place that you go to escape, to get away, a place of loneliness, of isolation, of denial. That's where we join the disciples on our journey today, on the road from Jerusalem to Emmaus, from the time of loss to a time of isolation in Emmaus, from a time of tragedy to a time of escape at Emmaus. And even though Jesus was with them, their eyes were kept from recognizing him because their eyes had not yet been opened. Yesterday, Jesus asked his two disciples, "What were you discussing along the way?" And notice the words at the beginning of our devotions today. After Jesus asked them the question, immediately when he asked them that is the verse from our devotion today. They stood still, looking sad. Jesus says, "What are you discussing?" They stood still, looking sad. They stopped where they were. They stopped moving forward, and they stood still. They were just stuck. They didn't move. They couldn't move. They had experienced a tremendous loss, and now they were stuck. They didn't know what they were going to do when they were on their road to Emmaus. Have you ever been there? Have you ever just been stuck? In the devotion for today, I asked you why some of the saddest words in our language begin with the letter D. Disappointment, despair, doubt, discouragement, despondency, dependency, death. All of those start with a D. Well, they were stuck. They didn't recognize Jesus with them. And when Jesus asked them, "What you looking for?" they stood still looking sad. They then started responding to him, saying sentences in the past tense. We had hoped Jesus was a prophet, but then he was condemned. We had hope. They stood still, looking sad, looking backwards, stuck in the past. And I'll bet that what they were asking were why questions. Why is this happening? Why did we believe in him? Why are we now so lost? Why can't we get our lives together? Why? Like the devotion back at my home a couple of weeks ago. They were asking limiting questions, and so they were receiving limited answers. Well, have you ever been there before? Have you ever been on the road from Jerusalem to Emmaus and just felt like a loser? Standing still, looking sad, feeling like a loser, asking limiting questions, getting limited answers that just get you stuck in your forward progress through life. Well, if you've ever been where the disciples were, it's important to ask yourself the question that is in our devotion for today. Am I cursing the darkness and am I stuck going nowhere? Am I controlled and chained like a ball and chain to my negative experiences in the past? Or am I looking to God for the strength to move on with my life, to help walk along with Jesus in all that I say and do? Am I stuck? Am I stuck in my past, standing still, looking sad, or am I asking myself empowering questions and receiving empowered answers and walking a new life with Jesus by your side? Again, it comes back to the early stuff we talked about in all these devotions, that the quality of your life comes down to, in many ways, the quality of the questions that you ask yourself. Because if you ask yourself empowering questions and getting yourself empowered answers, then if you change your questions, you change your life. That's why I love Best Buy. That's why I love Best Buy. That's why I come here on a regular basis, because I know that my old computer mind needs to live in a world where I ask myself the next question: what is it the next thing that I need to know? Rather than relying on my old 3x5 note cards that got me through college or seminary. It's the same with technology as it is with faith. What got you where you are isn't going to get you where you need to go. So ask those questions, think about them, and ponder. Is your faith in the past tense, or is it the present and future tense? And have you started in this journey asking yourself empowering questions, and what kind of empowered answers have you received? What difference is it making on this journey? Feel free on this blog to make comments at the bottom. You can just click on comments and make a comment, share your experience, your journey, how you've been experiencing this over the last 5 weeks. Feel free to share that with us and with the people who are watching this blog. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Enjoy your journey. Bye-bye.